Megatron. It appears the reports of humans on board ship are true. I would not have believed them capable of getting this far.
All right, Hussar. Humans are such inferior creatures. We are Imperial Guards, loyal to Empress Deathbird.
Yes. Without the help of the Imperial Guard, she would never have gained power. No, most of them were fools who wouldn't listen to reason. Luckily, Guardian is loyal to the throne rather than to a person.
But we could have dealt with even the mighty Guardian, just as we're going to deal with you now. Give up on...
Vile intruders! How dare you enter my throne room? I'll have your heads for this! My dear, dear sister is being questioned. And once we arrive at the homeworld, she will be placed on trial for crimes against the Empire, and then executed. Indeed I do, humans. I've spent months planning my rise to power, and I'm not about to lose now. So with the aid of the Macran crystal, I will destroy you. The last vestiges of defiance to my absolute authority. Impossible! You've not only defeated my Imperial Guard, you've defeated me! Never! I am the Empress! Kneel before me! You lie. If I am to be denied, then I will stop dear sister as well, by destroying this entire ship.
What are you doing here? Forget about me, there's no time. You have to save the ship. My life is not important. There are thousands of others who need you to stop the self-destruct mechanism.
I don't have enough power.
While I appreciate the effort, you shouldn't have saved me. Now you've doomed the entire ship. I wish I could believe you, but our time is almost up.
You and your friends are as pitiful as ever, Wolverine. The self-destruct timer is about to detonate.
What did you call me? Are you blind or stupid or both? Yes, both, since you decided to blow yourself up.
I'd have thought you, of all people, would understand my motives. All I want is vengeance. Now to smash this console, so there's no way for you to shut it off.
So we all die together. That's your big plan?
Always the fool, aren't you, Wolverine? You should know by now I always have an escape plan.
All I know is you called me the dirtiest word in the universe, sister. Your countdown just hit 0. You die now!
You truly are an amazing group of humans. Thank you for saving me and my ship. The Shi'ar Empire is in your debt. Name your reward. No payment is too great for what you have done today. Then by all means, when you find the Macran crystal, you may help yourself to a shard of it.
Okay.
Okay.
Of course.
You now possess the first item needed to defeat Dr. Doom. Lockjaw will now create a portal that you may use any time to return to our base on Atalan. You did well. Obtaining the Macran crystal under those conditions was quite impressive. Yes, but there is still one item you must obtain. The Muonic Inducer. It is the device Galactus uses to assimilate the energy of a planet when he devours it. He is about to attack a planet populated by the Skrull, a race who has long sought to conquer the Earth. If you wish to leave now, see the dog Lockjaw. Or, should you desire additional information, talk to the Black Widow. Welcome back to Atalan. Armed with the Macran crystal and the Muonic Inducer, you will. But there is little choice in the matter now. You are the last hope of defeating Dr. Doom. Should you fail, all is lost. I have interfered too much already, or so my brethren believe. They have taken steps to prevent me from any further action. Because I saved you from death at Dr. Doom's hand, my people have nullified my powers. I could no longer aid you even if I wanted to. We are Watchers, which means we are sworn not to affect any kind of change, no matter how small. Yes, but I am certain in time my people will see reason and restore my powers. But until then, I am helpless. You are quite welcome.
Welcome back. I understand you had a little excitement during your mission to Shi'ar. The situation on Earth has grown considerably worse. Dr. Doom has easily crushed any resistance. It would appear you are Earth's last hope. This places even more importance on your acquiring the Muonic Inducer. This device is used by Galactus when he consumes a planet. He is currently in the beginning stages of consuming a planet populated by the Skrull. Galactus is an entity of enormous powers. Born at the destruction of one universe, and during the birth of ours, he wields immense cosmic energy. Because of his incredible power, Galactus needs to devour entire planets to sustain himself. He uses a herald to search ahead and find planets suitable for consumption. They are a much older race than we are, having been capable of space flight for millions of years. Originally, they were peaceful merchants. Then, they met the Kree. The Kree are a race of warriors. So to protect themselves, the Skrull were forced to become warriors themselves. Now, violence and conquest are a way of life for the Skrull. Many times. And because of it, the Skrull have created various warriors in their Super Skrull program. In ways. But the Super Skrull program is much more intensive, and sometimes takes volunteers against their will. But it has created a number of powerful warriors, such as Paibok and Super Skrull. You are welcome.
Hey, welcome back. It's a device Galactus uses when he consumes a planet. It converts the vast energy into something he can assimilate. The Inducer will allow you to safely absorb Doom's stolen god power. Without it, you'd be fried instantly. Yes, it's kind of like our Super Soldier program, the scientific experiments that gave us Captain America. Well, the Skrulls tend to force their volunteers into service, rather than asking their permission. Some of their Super Skrulls have been less than happy once the procedure's done. Hey, anytime.
Welcome back. You did a good job finding the Macran crystal. Dugan has come to Adelan, and from his report, things don't look good. Entire landscapes have been converted into Doom's twisted view of perfection. He's gone to a great deal of trouble to make a mockery of former hero bases. The X-Mansion, the Baxter Building, even Stark Tower haven't escaped his notice. Every attempt to stop Doom has met with dismal failure. Dr. Doom's done worse than defeat them. He's converted them into his own private army. There appears to be nothing on Earth that can stop Doom. Anytime at all.
Welcome back from the Shi'ar Empire. How can I help you? The planet is quite important, as it is home to the Skrull Empress. It also houses the main research center for the Super Skrull program. Galactus is not the least bit concerned about the creatures on the planets he consumes. He is only interested in feeding his ravenous appetite. Yes, while she has proven herself to be an able leader, she is rather self-centered and egomaniacal. Quite often she is attended by two bodyguards, the Super Skrull and Paibok. The Super Skrull was augmented in response to the Fantastic Four. He has powers that are similar to theirs, such as super strength, fire manipulation, elasticity, and the ability to generate force fields. He is also the result of the Super Skrull program. He was given powers that make him capable of defeating Earth's superheroes. I am pleased to help.
Do you require assistance? Black Bolt, he is unable to speak. Because his voice is so powerful, even the slightest whisper would destroy half of Attilan. Not if he can help it. He and his wife Medusa have developed a special sign language that allows them to converse. Your trip across the universe to Shi'ar was no trouble for him at all. No, he is as full of energy as ever. I don't know if teleporting tires him at all. I am happy to be of service.
I've never been so glad to lay eyes on my own kind.
Have you seen Medusa? Doom must be stopped before he can twist the minds of others. She is the wife of Black Bolt, the sister of Crystal, and a cousin of mine. At a very early age, she was exposed to the Terrigen mists, which gave her hair that she could control with her mind. When they were both children, she would visit Black Bolt in his cell. They spoke using a special sign language they developed. It wasn't a prison, really. Because of his extreme power, he was placed in a soundproof room. He wasn't allowed out until the age of 18, when it was felt he could control his ability. Very rarely. Once, when the Kree were making a deal with Maximus to destroy us, Black Bolt shouted at the Kree ship. It wound up crashing on Parliament, killing Black Bolt's parents. Of course.
Hello, it's good to see you. What can I do for you? Oh, yes. He and I first met in college. We were supposed to be roommates, but he took an instant disliking to me and moved somewhere else. And that actually worked out for the best. Because I wound up with Ben Grimm as my roommate, and we've been best friends ever since. Pretty much exactly how he is today. Arrogant, egotistical, and a genius. It's a shame, really. There was a time when I thought he and I could be friends. Well, in some ways, he and I are very much alike in our pursuit of science. The main difference is, I enjoy knowledge for the sake of knowledge. Doom, on the other hand, acquires knowledge in the hopes of using it as a weapon. Back in college, I pointed out an error in a project he was working on. He, of course, refused to accept that he was capable of making a mistake, so he proceeded with the experiment. Unfortunately, I was correct, and the equipment exploded. Doom wound up being expelled from college because of it. To this day, he still thinks I tampered with the experiment and caused all his troubles. It was no problem at all.
How can I help you? He used his god powers to change her, turn her into an evil version of herself. We don't know, but we'll be traveling to Earth to force Doom to change her back. Yes, Doom may have the power of Odin, but we're betting he can't defeat the combined might of the Inhumans. We can't leave my sister in her current condition. Would you be able to wait if it was your sister in this condition? No. We must leave soon, and take the fight to Doom. We will make him pay for what he did to Medusa. You're welcome.
Soon we leave for Earth to free Medusa from Doom's control. Finally a chance for battle! How I shall enjoy stomping that pompous windbag into the dust. The Castle Doom is the only place that worm could be. He foolishly thinks all his gadgetry and god powers will save him. Friend, the Inhumans have battled creatures of infinite power before and won. I suspect we'll have things well in hand by the time you return from the Skrull planet. Crystal, Triton, and myself. Black Bolt would go with us, but we agreed it was best he stay here and guard Medusa should Doom come looking for her. Ha! I would go alone, but Crystal and Triton insisted on coming along. Be on your way.
Fools! My Lord Doom will destroy you with a thought! You are insects before his infinite might! He showed me that he is the ultimate power of this universe. None can stand before him. You too shall soon hail Dr. Doom as your new emperor, and we will all bow down before his magnificence. I had gone to Muir Island in hopes of locating the ultimate nullifier, but I soon discovered Doom was waiting for me. He had known someone would seek to use the nullifier against him. I foolishly attempted to battle him, but in a blinding flash of light, it all became clear to me. Dr. Doom is invincible and all-powerful. All hail Doom!
Right. You're about to be sent to the homeworld of the Skrull. There you need to steal a device called the Muonic Inducer from Galactus, who is presently attacking the Skrull planet.
Why is Galactus at war with the Skrull?
He's not. Galactus is there to consume the planet.
Whoa, this dude eats planets? I gotta get a picture of that.
He doesn't really eat them. He has machines that convert the planet into energy he can absorb. One of those devices is the Muonic Inducer.
I wouldn't think old Galactus is gonna be too happy with us trying to steal one of his toys.
No, he won't be. Which is why I'd strongly advise against any confrontation with him. Galactus is one of the most powerful beings we've ever encountered.
That would explain why he feeds off entire planets. But how does he choose which worlds to consume?
He has a herald for that. A scout who determines which planet's next on the menu.
Well, at least we can count on the Skrull to help us out.
Not necessarily. The Skrull are a warlike people who've attacked the Earth several times before. They'll most likely see you as enemies.
Wonderful. So if Mr. Universe doesn't completely crush us, the Skrull will be happy to finish the job.
Yes. Is that a problem?
No. Just wanted to make sure what the teams are.
Well, good. Now get moving. Team, you now stand on the Skrull homeworld. They are an alien culture who've tried to enslave humanity several times. They'll attack you, but remember, your primary goal is to locate Galactus so you can take his Muonic Inducer.
Anyone else want some?
Team, it appears Suppose you're near a set of magnetic shield generators that Galactus uses. These devices convert the planet's magnetic field into a shield he uses to protect himself. On the off chance you'll have to face Galactus, it'd be in your best interest to take down these generators.
In this mission, you will be battling Brian Kaluski, or Pile Driver as he is more commonly called. During his stint in prison, Mr. Kaluski and 2 other inmates helped the supervillain known as the Wrecker escape. While on the run, all 4 men were holding on to the Wrecker's enchanted crowbar when lightning struck, and each was given Asgardian powers. Pile Driver's fist grew to enormous proportions, making him inhumanly strong. His augmented physique became nearly impervious to damage. I would advise extreme caution. He is second in power only to the Wrecker.
You're lucky that's all I did to you. Just ain't your day.
You got that backwards, small fry. I'm gonna pummel you into the ground. Hey, You want to end your life? That's fine with me. Because ready or not, here I come!
Congratulations. Your defeat of Piledriver is no small accomplishment. He has bested almost all other S.H.I.E.L.D. agents who have attempted this scenario.
Anyone else want some? Anyone else want some? Whatever you say.
What are you doing here, humans? Are you the ones who brought Galactus down upon our world?
Why they are here doesn't matter. Let's destroy them anyway.
Agreed, Paimon. They will be forever the enemy.
Stay your hand, my brave warriors. we may have use for these creatures. Humans, I propose a bargain. If you are truly here to battle Galactus, then you will require knowledge that I alone possess. Knowledge of a weakness of the Planet Eater. In return for this knowledge, all I ask is that you open the main hangar door so that my ship can escape the destruction of this planet. Trust me, humans. Your lives depend on it.
I am the Super Skrull, the mightiest of all Skrull warriors. I possess powers equal to the Fantastic Four. Right.
Well fought, my friend.
This one's out.
Very nice.
Okay.
Of course.
So, you still live. You humans are more resourceful than I'd thought. Fools! You should already know that Galactus has no weakness. With the thousands of civilizations he's faced, do you think he'd still be alive today if he was not invincible? Yes. And I'm also going to have you destroyed. Super Skrull, Paibok, attack!
The Empress is wise and just. We are honor-bound to obey her.
Yes. And now we have the privilege of carrying out her order to kill the humans. You cannot... Anyone else want some?
I've been a great many things during my life. I became Ms. Marvel after being subjected to a device created by the Kree. I've also been known as Binary, after the Brood performed experimental procedures on me. And let's not forget when I went by the name of Warbird, after losing a portion of my binary powers. Then there was the time the X-Man named Rogue attacked me, and took all of my super abilities. I'm having fun when I can, like the time I threw down with Super Skrull. adjustment. Have the power for that. Needs an attitude adjustment. That was fun. That was almost too easy. Again. Marvelous! That was fun! You're not as tough as you look. You aren't getting up from that. You're out of here. Why is that, Super Skrull? It's not as if you're going to win this time.
Oh, but I am. You see, my powers have been augmented even more. I am now truly the greatest Skrull warrior ever.
Why should that matter? I've defeated everything the Skrull have ever thrown at me.
You are an infuriating woman, Ms. Marlowe. I shall enjoy destroying you.
One of us is going to have fun here, but it's not going to be you. Yes, it hasn't always been a life full of sunshine and happiness, but so far, it's been pretty exciting.
uses them to bore into the planet's crust in preparation for its consumption. Yes, but it's really not a priority. Besides, the Skrulls are going to continue to attack you regardless of what you do.
Whatever you say. Just ain't your day. Okay.
What? Who dares to interfere with the mighty Galactus? Mere humans are beneath my notice. Punishers, dispatch these interlopers immediately. I have more important matters to attend to.
It all started on the day that Reed Richards decided to test his rocket ship before the government could shut the project down. My sister Sue and I went along as crew, while Reed was co-pilot and Ben Grimm was the pilot. Once we left the atmosphere, our ship was hit by a freak radiation storm and it crashed back to Earth. That was when we discovered that the radiation had changed us, given us superpowers. I gained the ability to fly and to become covered in fire, the Human Torch. We decided to band together and use our powers for the good of mankind as the Fantastic Four. And life has been one wild ride ever since. For instance, there was this one time where I went to the Skrull world alone and met up with an old friend. Woohoo! Score another one for me. In your face, bad guy. Woohoo! Score another one for me. Score another one for me. No wonder the chicks dig me. Woohoo! Score another one for me. Have a nice fall. Oh, well, since we knew you were here, Paibok, it was decided only one of us had to come. And I drew the short straw, so here I am.
You are an impetuous boy, and today I am going to teach you why I am known as the Power Scroll. You are no match for my biogenetically engineered powers.
I love to hear you ramble on with your little speeches. It makes smacking you down just that much more fun.
No one talks to the Power Scroll like that! I will destroy you!
So in the end, I beat good old Paibok. But that should come as no surprise. I'm Johnny Storm, the Human Torch. And I'm also a member of the greatest team this world's ever known, the Fantastic Four. Of course.